it's Glitter. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well, staying safe, social distancing, all that jazz that we're going through in 2020. Yes. Because of, you know who, I'm not going to say her name, but she's a awful coro. So I've been looking at a lot of people that are moving back to Africa. A lot of people, it's a mass exodus because, I feel like people feel like something hot is going on. So everybody's like, let me move home, let me move home. Before you decide to move to Africa, there's certain things you need to know because there's certain countries that are more expensive than certain countries, right? So one of the places I want to move is Ghana. I want to move to Ghana, but you'll be very surprised that Ghana is not cheap. I looked at some houses and some places to move to Ghana. I can't, like, the places are $250,000, $100,000, $400,000, millions. And I'm like, these are the prices that I'm paying in New York City or in the United States or, somewhere else. So I'm like, unless you're like living off the beaten path, like, where you're not by any kind of you're not by anywhere close. You have to like travel, you have to have a car, like maybe off the beaten path with lands. And literally you're spending the same amount of money. And realize that maybe I don't know if I'm saying this right, somebody correct me, about 80 to 90% of what is created in Ghana is imported. Even tomato soup is imported to Ghana. When they have beautiful tomato farms in northern Ghana where they can be making tomatoes and tomato paste and tomato sauce can be made there, why are you importing tomato sauce from Italy? That increases prices, causes inflation. When they're local farmers, they could be making money. Local farmers are literally leaving Ghana to go and pick tomatoes in Italy. When there are tomatoes they can pick right there in Ghana. And they had their own farms. Some of them had their own farms. But because they stopped doing that, they start moving. So be very clear, it's not cheap. And when you go there, don't live the kind of lifestyle like when you went for the diaspora return where you're turning up and you're spending all your money. You got to be real careful about how you kind of, measure your money. You spend your money out because money goes quickly. I'm just saying, when I'm in Ghana, my money be like, it's gone. Because things are not, especially if you're going to like stuff that is easy to get to, like, soon, or like you have to kind of go a little bit further or go to like the local spots to get food, to get things, because prices are high. I didn't understand why the prices are higher like that in Ghana. Ghana is one of the most expensive African countries to stay in. I didn't know that. Because as I'm preparing myself to want to move to Ghana, I still have to prepare myself to have a job in Ghana and a job in America because it costs money. And it's a problem. It's actually cheaper to live in Nigeria than to live in Ghana. And you think with all the ballers in Nigeria, it'd be more expensive. But it is really, really, really more expensive. And like when people start talking in dollars and not like their local currency too much, even though it's cedis in Ghana, you start to think like, wait, is this really kind of expensive? Like literally people that were going to move to Ghana are moving to Tanzania. Tanzania is cheaper than Ghana. Gambia is cheaper than Ghana. Senegal is a little expensive too, because, that French, let me stop. But Senegal is expensive too. Tunisia is one of the cheapest African countries. But I mean, a lot of us, I'm not moving to Tunisia, but Tunisia is one of the cheapest African countries. East African countries are a little bit cheaper. Kenya, Tanzania are much cheaper than moving to West African countries. So it's just, and like, it's even like, traveling to Tanzania right now, there's no COVID requirements. You can just travel. And, and go freely. But with Ghana, you have to pay through your ass. Imagine if, let's say I had 3 children and they all had to get COVID tests at $150 a pop plus me. Can you imagine how much money that is? So that's $600 for 4 people. And then when you're leaving, if your other country needs you to do a test, you got to pay for that too. So it's becoming interesting. Maybe I should have moved to Ghana a little earlier because it's pretty expensive to be in Ghana. Like the prices, like when you go to some of the hotels and some of the restaurants, the price points are not to be played with. The prices are, and for goods and services, because a lot of stuff is imported. They even import toothpicks. Ghana. I still love my Ghana. I still ideally want to move to Ghana, want to be in Ghana, know that Ghana is a place that I really would like to lay my roots, but I would probably have to live like in Elmina or something. That's where my family's from. They're Fanti. They're from Elmina, in Ghana. So I would probably have to go to Elmina. And I really like, I know with the work that I do and what I want to be in, I want to be in Accra. But Accra is like congested, is packed right now because everybody's in Accra. So, and Accra is expensive. Expensive. It's even cheaper to clear your goods. Let's say you're clearing your stuff from customs and everything. Like, you know, sometimes you're going to move all your clothes or move all your things to Ghana. It's not cheapo. It's expensive. It's expensive to move your things, and cheaper in other countries and easier to clear. Like, you don't have to go through so many like ropes and customs like raga raga and all those things. So be very clear. Make sure you go and visit. Like I always say that, go visit the country. See how much you spend. And literally I asked a friend, so how much do you think I need to have if I'm moving to Ghana? They said about $50,000 to start. I was like, oh, 50K? Okay. You know, I was like, okay, you have to 50K if you're going to live comfortably. There are cheaper apartments. You guys saw I know if you watch my other videos, I talked to some women living in, some women that had moved to Ghana, and some of them had like really decent rent, like yearly rent, and know that you have to pay your rent in years, maybe 1 year or 2 years sometimes. Okay. So it's not like a monthly pay. You got to pay for a year of rent. So if you're paying for a year, think about that means you're putting out that money for a year of rent. And if you want to buy land, you want to build a house and all that stuff, you got to be really careful because you can only lease land now. And I think it's a 90-year cutoff. Like I think it's 90 years for like a lease from like a stool, and then there's other levels of people that you can rent from. There's the government, and there are people that, you know, there are other landowners and things like that. And so if I'm paying $250,000 or $300,000 for a piece of land, and I've only got it for 90 years. So that means my family has to repay it. I mean, that's not a bad look or whatever, but be sure that if you're buying land, that you know the people, that you have a lawyer involved in the land deals, because people will sell you land that does not belong to them. And they will, so there's like, you know, land commissions and all that stuff in Ghana. Make sure you're looking at those things. So before you move, make sure you are very comfortable, that you have a nice nest egg to keep you nice and comfy, because you might not find the job right away while you're in Ghana. Fact is fact. You might not find the job right away. So you need to have money for your day-to-day expenses. And remember, even like with electricity, you're paying per use. So you have to like get like recharge cards, recharge on your electricity, recharge on stuff. You have to recharge on your recharge on your data and your internet. They do have phone line internet, but a lot of people are using like the, you know, recharge stuff where you have to recharge your internet. It's not like plans. Like we have plans here. You can pay your cell phone off monthly here with our, you know, and drag it out like a car payment. You can't do that in Ghana if you buy your phone outright. So things like this you got to think about. And if you're used to a certain kind of lifestyle, you know, let's call a spade a spade. If you're used to a certain kind of lifestyle, then I remember I went to Ghana with my brother, and he was like angry because there were not certain amenities. And I was like, we're in Ghana, Chris. Like, we're in Ghana. Why are you bugging? Like, there's certain things that are not going to be available to you right off the bat. So be very, very mindful of that, because you have to deal with that. So you got to save. And maybe also look into other African countries. I know Ghana is, you know, Ghana is really like the first country you go to. It's kind of like, you know, an easy jump into, but there's other countries that you can spend less money. So that's important to know, that where you can spend less money and not have to usurp all of your resources because you want to be in Ghana. And Ghana is uber expensive. Like the lifestyle, the things like that. It's still not as expensive as living in the United States of America, and think about salaries. People that are used to making $80,000 a year, or $250,000 a year, or $100,000 a year, or $50,000 a year. You may not make that in Ghana. Sometimes the monthly salary might be $250, $500. And you have to find a way to pay your rent, pay for your different amenities and things like that. And maybe not look right in Accra to live. You might have to look off the beaten path, Tema, Nima, like all those different places. You know what I'm saying? East Legon, Spentex, things like that for where you're going to live. And that's just the reality, that you just have to do those things. And it still kind of outweighs itself, because, you know, you have this beautiful sun, you're with all those melanated people, you're feeling, lovely and everything. And with everybody moving there, they're pushing prices even higher. So it's something to think about if you're going to move to Ghana. Okay, guys, talk to you soon. It's Glitter. And you know what? Drop some comments about living in Ghana and what things I need to know if I'm moving there. I'm taking all suggestions. Talk to you soon. It's Glitter.
Dope Nation. Give me 2 shots on the regular.